Amazing audience, we are live with Jessica Ernsberger. Yay.
Hey.
Great pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you from these parts?
Somewhat, about an hour north of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a Hoosier.
Did we come from north on our way down? Or?
That way.
So we would have...
I'm from Muncie.
Okay.
See, that's
We're
where
both
we're
states.
born later.
Okay. So which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
Well, I believe it's because I work at a place called the Speakeasy.
Right.
Where we're actually doing this right now. We're a co-working space.
Love it so far.
So
I love it so
thank
far.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. We're the first co-working space in Indianapolis, and we're really proud about that. We've been open for about 7 years.
Congratulations.
And my job here is a little unconventional for a co-working space. I'm the venue manager. So to be able to keep our costs down low for our members, we rent out our space for weddings, for product launches, all kinds of stuff. And
that's a great idea.
So yeah, I get to work with all the brides and grooms, or grooms and brides, and I work with the most amazing people because this place is very different.
Yeah.
A lot of folks here do taco bars instead of rice pilaf, so it's a fun place to work.
So how do you do the weddings? Is it that this space is closed on Sundays and only Sundays?
On Saturdays.
On
Almost
Saturdays.
every Saturday. We're sold out until the end of the year, and then
Wow.
some. So every Saturday. And we have 2 locations. We have another location right in the middle of downtown Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So I run both locations.
Wow, you work hard. Who did you learn that from? That skill of working hard and smart.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I mean, I guess my parents.
Yeah.
My dad, interesting story, is the Garfield artist. Garfield the orange cat.
The Garfield?
That comes from Muncie. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's, I guess I learned that you can have unconventional jobs.
Yeah.
Just go do something that makes your heart happy, and hopefully the money will follow. So, yeah, I come from that.
Wow. Do you draw as well?
No.
Yeah.
No. Hopefully that gets passed down to my kids.
Yeah. Why will you continue to repeat the skill of doing what you're doing by being that person who is smart, hardworking, and of course connecting everyone, that community builder?
What
Why?
is the question there?
Yeah. Why will you continue to be that person, that community builder?
Oh, because it's on my heart. That's, I mean, and that's probably the best part of this co-working space. They're popping up all over the place because the tech market here is so cool. There's so many entrepreneurs and things happening, but I think the thing that makes this space different is that we are a community.
Yeah.
We're really excited about the entrepreneur that's just getting started and pulling them in and helping them get connected to everybody. And I think I've always been a connector. That's my favorite thing to do, is to help people know somebody else is going to help them, and I geek out over it. So.
Yeah, it's fun, you see. It's fun seeing connections as well. I mean, like, so far since we've been traveling, seeing bridges is a big thing. It's like, oh, look, put the camera on the bridge. And I think it's like that when you're connecting people. You get to be the bridge, you know, for so many things, for relationships, for business, for making things easy. Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Speak Easy, where did the name come from? Speak Easy. Like, why did, because I'm coming across, I'm like, are we going to be able to record there? Speak Easy. Is it like a quiet space here? So, where did that name come from?
I have no idea.
All right, cool.
I have no answer there.
Wonderful. She's honest. All right, so let's go. What is one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
One other thing besides work?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. That's a hard question. Consistently. I think that I'm in the throes of raising children. So as boring as that may sound,
boring.
I guess it's not boring because there's a lot of work and a lot of randomness. I think that, yeah, I'm a working mama. So I guess the last 3 years I've been raising a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
Whole?
Yeah. Why would you suggest to someone that's listening that they do that? Like, you know, see that value from raising their children, that it makes them whole.
You know, everybody's different, and I never really liked kids until I had kids. And I think that you just, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels right. It just feels, you know, I think that the bigger thing is, because I never really liked kids, I always thought, well, I really want to work. That's what I love. And so I love that we're kind of in a time and place in history where we can do both. while there's probably a little that suffers on either end, you can still do what you love, but also love your kids.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really cool opportunities for my kids to be loved by other people too.
Yeah, in the
It
community.
does take a village.
Yeah, to raise a child.
Yeah.
It does. I love that. All right. Where can people find out more about Speakeasy?
You can go to our website, speakeasyindy.com.
Yeah.
Indy is I-N-D-Y. I think that's the best place to learn about it. Yeah, that's
The
great.
weddings as well come under that, right?
Everything's on our website.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
but we, with weddings, we do things a little differently. We keep our costs down low,
Yeah.
and I love figuring out how to make these weddings as cheap as possible. So
Yeah,
those folks
tacos do
can-
that.
Yeah,
Tacos do that.
they can
Yeah.
spend their money on the rest of their lives and their honeymoon instead of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. A wedding planner who has a passion for your pocket is a good wedding planner. Yeah, definitely. All right, my friend, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Earliest childhood memory. Oh, this is gross. I think I remember eating a fly when I was in my crib.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, you said earliest. That's the first
it
one
is
that
what
comes
it
to
is.
mind.
It is. How old do you think you were?
Oh, I was probably under 2.
What do you-
I remember
oh.
picking it off the windowsill and.
It was a dried one as well.
Oh yeah, dead.
Yeah, dead already.
I just have always loved protein. I
Oh,
guess.
fun. Yeah. Why do you think that memory is so clear?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
Maybe it was. No idea.
Do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Eating flies.
Tell
Maybe.
me.
Growing up,
You're in the crib. You're
I'm
in the crib, and you choose to take the fly out and eat it.
I think what it connected to is during growing up, I did a lot of overseas humanitarian / missionary trips, like mostly in Africa. And one of the biggest rules on these trips was always you had to eat whatever was put in front of you to be culturally sensitive, because that could really offend somebody. You can't love them if you're not going to eat their food
Yeah.
that they in love prepared for you. So I had to eat a lot of weird things. And it started young by
That's
eating
amazing.
flies, and then it turned into mupani worms in South Africa many years later.
Oh, really?
And so now I'm not afraid of weird things that seem strange, and
Yeah.
maybe that's the connection.
I love it. I love it. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
Sometimes when we're bounded in by what cannot be achieved, there's always an option. And that looks like you being in that crib. And I mean, the fly isn't really one of the best things, but it is what it was, right? And I mean, you connected it to what you experienced on your travels, which is fascinating to me. But to see that as a child, you were thinking that I could still reach and help or do whatever, now is fascinating. Now you're in this community, right? And you're still doing it in an economical way, right? You're doing the weddings, but you're still getting out of the box of, hey, it's a wedding, it's going to be expensive. No, you're still saying, hey, we could do tacos, right?
Yeah.
So that's really fascinating how that connected to me.
That's powerful. Thank you.
Well, it's you. It's your own unique real self. All right. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song was 12. It was probably, even though I was older at this point, it was probably from the movie American Tail, the Little Fievel song.
All right.
When he talked about missing his family.
Mm.
Maybe that one. I've always loved stuff from movies.
Yeah.
It could have also been something from Aladdin.
Right.
That's hard. Maybe New Kids on the Block. I don't remember exactly.
That's good.
It's
That's
a
good.
hard question.
It happens. No, it happens. There are people who don't even remember. Yeah. All right. We've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, right? Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Jessica, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, it's Probably right at 8 hours a day.
All right, all right. If you had to share with us, Jessica, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
You never know what a day will bring.
I love it. Boom. Jessica, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, thanks for listening. It's been really fun.
I love it. Jessica Ernsberger, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.